The First Crusade. The First Crusade played a very important part in medieval England. The First Crusade was an attempt to recapture Jerusalem after it was captured by the Muslims in 1076. Any Christian who wanted to pay a visit to the city faced a very hard time. Muslim soldiers made life very difficult for the Christians. Trying to get to Jerusalem was filled with danger for a Christian. This greatly angered all Christians. The First Crusade started across Europe. The Christians travelled across the land, conquering towns until they came to Jerusalem, where the First Crusade took place. Pope Urban. In the first week of March 1095, Pope Urban was sent a request for help against the Turks. Pope Urban II's response was to preach the First Crusade, starting on November 27th, 1095. Raymond of Toulouse. Raymond was deeply religious and wished to die in the Holy Lands, and so when the call was raised for the First Crusade, he was one of the first to take the cross. The oldest and the richest of the Crusaders, Raymond left Toulouse at the end of October 1096, taking his crusade with him. The crusading movement was a significant event in the history of medieval Europe. They opened an era in which Western Europe came into direct contact with the great trade routes that united the civilizations of Europe for the first time since the fall of the Roman Empire. Western Europe was not isolated, but a part of the greater world. Many things flowed along with this trade routes. Some were good, such as paper, the compass, medicines and spices, new crops, and advances in mathematics. Some were not as good, such as leprosy, gunpowder, and the plague. Thanks for watching.